Hello and welcome to the Career Management Strategies residency session for DBA students. I'm Senior Career Advisor Nicole Skalski, working out of the Minneapolis office. And before we get started in our content, I'd just like to give an overview of career services, what we offer, and our collaborative approach to working with students. This is a collaborative partnership, and Career Services offers resources and advice and strategies to help you to navigate your career path. Our mission is to educate and coach and advise our learners so that they can proactively manage their career, because it is a part of lifelong learning. As you are here studying your DBA program, we're certain that you're here to move forward with your career in one way or another. So what's your role as a student working with Career Services? Your role is to proactively manage your career by setting goals, and we'll be talking about that today in our program, building a strong professional network, both here at the residency, when you're back at home, inside the workplace, outside of the workplace, and we'll be talking about some strategies on how to build your network now. And of course, be the driver or steward of your career from the very start of your academic program. On average, adults may obtain or be a part of 12 different jobs during their career or their lifetime. So as we know in today's marketplace, it is really important. Job security no longer exists like it did for our parents. So we want to provide strategies, again, for you being the driver of your career, because if you don't, no one else will. This is the Career Services website. If you haven't visited it before, make sure you visit it, because since we're an online university, a majority of our resources are housed on our website. As you can see, we have information on scheduling one-on-one phone appointments when you're back at home. Our Career Connections events, which are online networking events. When you click on that button, it will take you to the page that will advertise our upcoming events. We have our Optimal Resume system that I'll be talking about in a moment with 5 modules. It's free to all students and alums. Our archive webinars page, we have over 75 archive webinars for a variety of programs and career topics. Quick Start videos is a compilation of short videos to help everyone jumpstart their job search if you're in active job search. And Career Spotlights are our Career Spotlights, their videos highlighting student success stories, specifically at the doctoral level. So really a variety and range of resources. We're also on social media. You can click on this LinkedIn icon to join our LinkedIn group. We have over 4,000 members now. We have a blog, Twitter, Facebook, and we have a social media feed down here below. So yeah, lots of resources to offer that you want to take advantage of. So under the Resources tab on our website, we have, if you go down to Doctoral Resources, this is a newly developed page that's really your one-stop resource with links to a CV guide, CV samples, doctoral webinar series, our archived recordings, Career Services residency materials, including a PDF of the PowerPoint of today's presentation, and networking sites for academics and researchers. So really, you want to bookmark that page, as you will be referring to it often in your program. Here's what the CV guide looks like on the Doctoral Resources page. It's an online CV guide that offers step-by-step instructions on how to build or strengthen your CV. So if you're interested in building a CV, looking to go into higher education, consulting, or research with your DBA, refer to this guide, maybe update or develop a new CV, and then you can schedule a career appointment, and we can critique it with you over the phone. This is our Optimal Resume system, what it looks like when you click on it from the Career Services website homepage. Optimal Resume has 5 modules shown here: a resume builder, a letter builder, a portfolio builder, an interview prep module, and a website builder. So really robust modules, free to all Walden students. You will want to, if you're a new user, click on the first button here to set up your free account. We currently have over 13,000 student and alumni accounts on this page, on this system, utilizing the system. So you'll want to take advantage of it. We have over 400 resume samples there. On the doctoral on the doctoral resources page, I mentioned we have the doctoral webinar series. Here's a sampling of the webinars. You'll notice alternative careers for your doctoral degree, strategies for getting a job in higher education, using your DBA to advance your career, etc. So lots of good webinars here with a specific focus for doctoral students. I had mentioned earlier our Walden Career Connections, their online networking events. You can click on this link to register for an event and view the upcoming events. We pretty much offer them monthly or every other month. It's a great way to build your network with the Walden community. We've received some excellent feedback from our doctoral networking social last year in 2016. Really positive feedback, so I encourage you to join in. People say that they gained helpful career advice. They have 3 new contacts. They were also able to provide some assistance to those who are beginning the process. Very well done. So lots of good kudos there. It's a really smooth system that allows you to do online chat from home and build your network. Okay, now moving on to today's objectives for the session. We're going to consider action steps. So setting some goals to enhance your educational, professional, and career goals. We're going to talk about some networking and branding strategies that you can start implementing now. And assume a new career identity by telling stories and tracking accomplishments. So we'll talk about career or professional storytelling and how that can really help you while networking, interviewing, on your LinkedIn profile, cover letter, etc. It really can be applied to all aspects of your professional development and career development and job search too. Okay, so big picture goals. How do you plan to utilize your degree? There's something that definitely prompted you to pursue the DBA with Walden. And think about that now, maybe even write it down. How do you plan to utilize your degree and your background? What led you to the decision to pursue your degree program, and what are your top skills and qualifications? So are you looking to become a higher ed instructor, work in higher ed administration or student affairs, advance in the corporate world, become a consultant maybe, or any combination of the two? So think about that now so that as we move forward with the strategies, you can identify ways, strategies and things you can be doing now to help reach that goal when you finish. So these are some quote-unquote fit factors that you might want to consider. It's mining your data from a book by William Bridges. Desires, abilities, traits, and assets. So your desires, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be? Abilities, what are you naturally good at? What are your personality traits? What are your assets? Like your degrees, your language skills, software skills, your hard assets. And when you package them together, you have a nice marketing package for your career. The big picture questions as you move through your program, based on whatever your goals are, what steps can you take to expand your qualifications and marketability through solving problems? How can you prove you're the best person to meet an employer's or client's challenges? So in every workplace or at every company, there's challenges in everyday business. So you want to, when identifying your key skills, your best assets, how can you be a problem solver to that particular company? And that's how you can really market yourself. And you can do that by showing your past problem-solving skills, how you improve business processes and operations, develop trainings for new employees. So whether you're looking to make a career change, get a promotion or raise, strengthen your resume, or build your network, the key really on all of these is to be able to present to your audience how you're an excellent problem solver or troubleshooter for their specific challenges. Okay, expanding your career identity. So there's 3 things to keep in mind as you navigate your career at Walden. Number 1, are you gaining experience to assimilate into your future career role by crafting experiments? Are you interacting with different people or building your network? And 3, are you forging a new career identity through reinterpreting your life story and rebranding yourself? So Herminia Ibarra, from her book, Working Identity, says, identities change as we start doing new things, interacting with different people, reinterpreting our life stories through the lens of emerging possibilities. Okay, so while you're at the residency, you want to make sure that you're getting to know the people around you. You're able to communicate what your target role is for your DBA. What are some of the new activities you're going to try out? What new people will you meet in person and also online? What new story will you tell after you graduate? So those are some self-reflective questions, and make sure that you are networking at the residency. So speaking of networking, we've designed kind of this visual that shows that networking is the center of the universe, the career universe, that is. It can help you with your job search, researching jobs or careers, managing your careers, interviewing, etc. Networking leads to opportunities and jobs, period. So networking is the center of your job search and managing your career, no matter what your profession. And networking is talking to people. We do it every day. You're doing it right now. So if you don't have a network built up already, ask yourself, what can I do to get better connected to my local profession? What can I do to get to know and be known by my peers? What can I do to become more visible in my professional community? And what can I do to establish rapport with all of these people so that they can in turn help me move forward? So those are really important questions. So you can see networking is really the key to all aspects of career management and your job search. And so networking and branding really work hand in hand. Branding is your unique professional identity, what makes you unique and differentiates yourself from the rest of your peers. And why is it so important? Because as we discussed earlier, there's no more job security. There's a shift away from career ladders. Progress is made through expanding your connections and gaining more experience and skills. But rather than a career ladder, consider how to widen your circle of influence within your organization and beyond, like what you're doing here at Walden. And that's important because let's look at how hiring decisions are made. Okay, the majority of jobs are in what is called the hidden job market. The hidden job market are those jobs that are not advertised online or on job boards. So it's really important to network because you do gain access to information outside a job description. So if we look at this graphic from the top down, organizations, this is how they make hiring decisions. First, they look internally within the department or organization. If they can't find the right candidate, they pass the word along to staff and peers. Then they extend the search to their own professional networks. Then after that, they'll post the job on the website, and then finally, they'll search outside the organization by posting on a commercial job bank, such as Monster, Career Builder, or Indeed. So by the time you apply for those jobs, they have already gone through this process, and you're kind of late in the game. So when you're networking, you gain access to information outside a job description. You impress an employer in a non-interview context. You further establish your brand or reputation. You want to be in contact with the employer, hiring manager, or someone in the network before you get to step 5. That's the key. So here I want you to think about a key networking effort you made which had a great result in career development. Think about how you landed your past job. It was through a referral or a networking contact, and how that was successful. Also, hopefully many of you are involved in a state chapter or local chapter of your professional association. If not, you might want to think about joining. And on the resources tab on our website, we do have a list of professional associations by Walden School or College. Think about great books or articles that you might want to share with your colleagues. You can also share them on LinkedIn, and that will reinforce your brand. It takes 3 to 20 seconds to make a first impression through your brand. Your brand consists of what is unique about you, your accomplishments, experiences, even your attitude and personality, and how you differentiate yourself. It's really your competitive edge. Here's a couple tools, and the PowerPoint will be housed on the website. So here's a couple tools that can help you with career branding. Some ways to strengthen your brand are through online social media, of course, LinkedIn, Twitter, blogging, even Facebook. You always want to play to your strengths and passions. Connect with people via the most effective way for you and for them, such as LinkedIn and meetup.com. Consider how you can help your audience as well meet their needs, how you can provide value. So you always want to provide value to your network, and then it will come back around and help you. And just be natural and play to your strengths. You always have something to offer. You want to remember that. So again, Herminia Ibarra, in her book, Working Identity, says, humans are more likely to act their way into a new way of thinking than to think their way into a new way of acting. Transitions occur through small incremental actions. That's why we're starting now, because you take small baby steps. And ask yourself, how do you start to walk the talk now? Okay, so you can start doing new things to tell new stories as you evolve as a professional. Did you know there are virtual volunteering activities? Also remember the Walden Service Network. Volunteering is a great way to gain experience and easily build your network. Our website also offers many links to job listings organized by college under the Research tab. Actually, under the Resources tab. Also consider what opportunities there are in your current role to try on a new hat or gain new skills, such as deliver a brown bag lunch session on emotional intelligence or whatever knowledge you have. Maybe you've gained some skills and knowledge that you'd want to share in the workplace. Maybe talk to your supervisor and offer a brown bag lunch, which is an informal session while people come into a conference room and eat their lunch while they listen to a talk and learn a new skill. Maybe you make a proposal to improve a business process. You could serve on a nonprofit board in your community. Write an article for a professional association newsletter. Run the annual charity fundraiser. Consider your long-term goals and what types of experience will showcase that you have the skills to do the job you're moving towards, or start walking the talk. You also want to make sure you record your accomplishments so that you have a news story to tell. Track your accomplishments and then utilize the formula CAR, challenge, action, result. What was the problem or challenge? What did you do? Did you initiate it? Who or what was impacted and how? How many people served? Cost savings or revenue earned? Process improved, goals met, were Was risk reduced? Or your evaluation scores, were they improved through a training or teaching? So these are all ways you can show results. And the more you use this formula when networking, on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, the more you will differentiate yourself and showcase your brand. So here's a little doctoral student success story. We worked with Janice. She was a Walden PhD, I believe, in public policy student. In early 2009, this is what Janice is saying. I approached one of my career counselors at a residency. I'm a government worker with over 20 years of civil service experience in a city agency, and I was frustrated at being stuck in a supervisory position for 13 years. I had sent out over 100 resumes with literally no responses. The Walden career counselor introduced me to the idea of rebranding. When I returned to work, I began introducing myself as a resource person to new hires. I would distribute information on free community resources to community-based groups and staff in local and central offices of my agency. I volunteered to help people solve analytical issues in their areas. This helped me to gain the confidence to develop workshop ideas and submit them to conference committees outside of my home state. This spring, I started getting responses. I've presented at 3 conferences to date and am scheduled for 2 more this year. The conference committees have even begun to contact me to present. Actively managing my career has finally paid off and gotten results. I was hired as an office-based trainer for a division of over 1,400 staff. Thank you, Walden. Regards, Janice, PhD PPA candidate. So it took some time, but Janice contacted Career Services, was able to gain ideas and strategies to start marketing herself, to proactively manage her career and land a position. So things to consider in landing a new job. 6 reasons you'll get the job. Presentation, looking, sounding, and acting like the employer during the interview. So one way to do that is do your research about the company, find out what their challenges are, their mission, their vision, and the person who's interviewing you, and the more you are aware of that, the better you'll do in the interview. The ability, can you do the job or learn it quickly? Can you hit the ground running? Assess your qualifications and apply and adapt your background to fit their needs. Dependability, are you reliable and trustworthy to represent the employer in a positive way? Motivation, how can you demonstrate you will help meet their specific goals? Do your research. Attitude, are you positive, enthusiastic, and have a strong attitude, a good attitude? Will you fit into their culture? And network, who do you associate with and what do you do in your free time? They are also important, and employers do check that out. Stay in the know by joining the Career Services LinkedIn group with over 4,000, almost 4,500 members. You can do that by clicking on the LinkedIn icon on the home page of the Career Services website. Now we're going to recommend some LinkedIn groups relevant to DBA students. And this will be also archived on our website. So we've identified some LinkedIn groups for consulting, some LinkedIn groups for entrepreneurs and startups, LinkedIn groups for higher ed teaching, there are many of them, LinkedIn groups for adjunct instructors, there are industry-related groups. This is an example for IT professionals. And to conclude our session today, you want to proactively manage your career. Engage in new activities, meet new people through networking, and then be prepared to track your accomplishments to tell your new career story. Network both online and offline. Get involved in your professional community, your professional association, and also on LinkedIn. Track the trends in your field and hot topics. Tell your new story through your accomplishment and using the CAR formula. continuously strengthen your brand and evolve. Following are some of the resources we used to develop this session. Thank you for attending. Workers in the future will need to be adaptable, lifelong learners. We will all need to be engaged in constant skill renewal. And again, connect with us, whatever is best for you, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, and definitely read our blog stories and our YouTube channel, where you can see video success stories for doctoral students. We look forward to supporting you in meeting your career goals. In support of Walden's social change mission, the Career Services team volunteered at a local nonprofit bakery called The Cookie Cart, which hires and trains urban youth. So we like to share this as we also engage in our community and walk the talk of Walden's social change mission. You can schedule a career advising appointment through your My Walden portal. It's a phone appointment, 35 to 45 minutes. We can critique your resume, help you with a job search, provide networking strategies, review your LinkedIn page, and many other job search and career management strategies. You can view our live webinars, cafes, and overview calendar on the homepage of our website. Join our live career webinars featuring faculty, students, and alumni. Attend a skills cafe, which we offer the CV and resume cafe on a monthly basis. And finally, again, join us on social media, where we promote our future events, new offerings, and resources. I want to thank you for joining our session, and hopefully good luck with proactively managing your career while at Walden and beyond. Thank you.